Is this a drill or something?
What type of lightsaber would make sense for Rey to have in Star Wars Episode 8 or 9? Because the path of a Jedi is one where you have to create a saber to kind of become a Jedi. It's an initiation and a rite. Now, we've seen her previously fight with a staff, and she's very proficient with her bojutsu. And if you look at her stunt actress who's helped her out, or stunt double, it's really evident to see how proficient she is and how they could take it up a notch. Now, halfway through the film, Rey does get the single-bladed lightsaber, but that begs the question, when she hands it to Luke, does he take it back as his own? Did he lose his green lightsaber when he fought Kylo Ren and he said, no more lightsaber combat for me, and now he's got his saber back and he'll teach her to make her own? Or does he train her with a single saber? The last time we saw Rey on Ahch-To, she had her staff with her, so I'm going to assume that at some point they train together and he's going to realize she is proficient with the staff. Now, when you think of somebody with a staff, you think of a Bastila Shan, comes to mind immediately, and I think that it is a devastating weapon which will really, in the hands of the right user, be absolutely deadly. Now, Rey has that Force proficiency where she already knows how to handle one, so it'd make a lot of sense to me, personally, if she did create a double-bladed lightsaber. Again, it would throw enemies off guard, but also just the ease of use and familiarity, but it all depends if she makes her own lightsaber. I believe Episode 8, she may just use Luke's if there's a fight and he's not going to pick it up or he has to train her. But when she creates one, I think it'll make the most sense for her to create a double-bladed lightsaber. Though this is just a theory based on the fact that, one, she can use it, and two, if you can use a double-bladed lightsaber, then you become so much more ferocious in battle. Lucasfilm loves to throw in a new lightsaber every film. That's just how it is, from Dooku's hooked curve to Kylo Ren's crossguard lightsaber. Having a good guy use the double-bladed one, I mean, the first time you see that spark would just be a moment. I would step back and go, wow. But also the throwback to the Old Republic, to, your Bastila Shan would be amazing. The other question about a lightsaber that I have, which I think is amazing, is the fact that now with new canon, we know how lightsaber crystals work. It's not like the old legends where you just pick up a gem and you put it in. Basically, there's an attachment to a crystal. You're going to get your blue, you're going to get your green, sometimes a purple. But the other point to speak about is obviously lightsaber colors and crystals, because now that canon has cleared things up and we know, hey, that lightsabers choose their owners, if you will, or the color crystals will, and they'll go to a cave like Ilum, they get a lightsaber color, whether it's blue or green. It hasn't been cleared up how that Mace Windu got his, and then the Sith, either they take them or they corrupt them, they make them bleed, but they take them out of a saber. So we know that. The other point to bring up is what color will the lightsaber be? And the reason being is if you're going to create a lightsaber, you have to go find a crystal and it's going to connect with you. Now, I'm going to hazard a guess and say there's maybe caves that have lightsaber crystals on them on Ahch-To, because it is one of the first, if not, I believe the first Jedi temple ever. So Luke's found the first Jedi temple. There's got to be lightsaber crystals around, or he might have a batch. Now, to meditate and to create a lightsaber from there, obviously the color is going to change if Rey is not a Jedi, which she stated before. She said, I don't think that I'm really a Jedi. So really, the only person we've seen who stated that they weren't a Jedi and they've made new lightsabers is Ahsoka Tano, and her lightsaber crystals turned white because she was more neutral, So I believe that that may actually happen. What I would prefer to happen is that Rey's personality is different, that they expand out a little bit. Don't just go for the standard blue or green. I would love to see a yellowy orange for her. Maybe that's a Bastila throwback, but also a purple, something that sets her apart to show that, she's the one at the moment, that can bring, I don't want to say balance, but, bring something new to the table. If they're going to give her a new lightsaber, why make it the same color as Luke's? What it makes her special? Like, how would that look? And I think that only because she's unique in that she won't be a Jedi whatsoever, because, Luke stepped away from that life and she may actually turn out to be something more neutral, as Daisy Ridley has stated. It's not like I'm saying, hey, you know, Rey's not a Jedi, but realistically, Daisy Ridley said she doesn't identify Rey as a Jedi per se, which would or may have a profound effect on the crystal itself. So I would like a different color crystal, but that's probably my own just wants and desires. What do you guys think? Because the beauty of this video is it is just the start of the discussion. Our love for Star Wars surrounds it binds us together, and I really want to know what type of lightsaber hilt you'll have and what color that it would be in a perfect world, or what would make the most sense. Because if you love Star Wars, I want to talk to you about it. It's as simple as that, my friends. If you want to stay up to date with the latest Star Wars videos on origins, games, and theories, don't forget to use those force powers of yours and hit subscribe. And hey, leave a comment below about what you want to see in future videos. It may just get covered. Thanks for watching, and may the force be with you. Always.